Hello, welcome back to my channel. Um, this was a journey. I am doing a female version of Frankenstein. This is the finished product. So it was a journey to get here. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this look and the process I had to go through to get here, then just keep on watching. Make sure you are subscribed. You won't want to miss out. I have several more Halloween-esque videos planned, so make sure you're subscribed. And yeah, if you want to see how I became the female version of Frankenstein, then just keep on watching. Okay, so we're doing two different greens here. I am going in with a little bit of this. It's just cream makeup in like a little packet. Came from like a Halloween makeup set that I think I got at Walmart. I was having a hard time with the water-based paint. So this is like an olive color. I was gonna go in with the yellow from the water paint, and I figured I would try and see if I could make some of this cream kind of work just to give it a little bit. I feel like I look blue right now. The lights are making it look blue, but it is green, but it's very like forest green, like Ninja Turtle green. So I was trying to lighten it up, make it a little more limey, I guess. And since this is like an olive, I figured I would put some of this in, and I kind of put it around where I'm gonna highlight. But you know, Frankenstein is parts of corpses, so this will make it a little more, you know, grungy and dirty. But trying to make this paint work. I haven't used this water-based brand before, so some trial and error here, but I think that helped a little bit. So I'm gonna try and set this. I'm just gonna use Revlon Color Stay. This is translucent. I think I got a fluffy brush in here somewhere. I was going to go in with some of the white and yellow of the paint, but I think I may set this and just try and do what I was going to do with the paint with eyeshadow, and we'll see if that works. This is definitely more like straight green than like I said, like lime green, but I can go in with some shadow here. And I don't know how this powder is going to react to the paint. I have not done like a test run with this paint at all, so feeling brave, like I'll just sit down and paint. But I think doing the little sections of the cream paint helped, and then I can go in with shadow. I just needed to give myself a base, because for me to sit here and cover my whole face with eyeshadow would have taken a very small eternity. So, oh, and I forgot to get out a palette. Let me see if I can grab it. Oh, I'm just gonna use the Morphe 35M. Has some greens in it, so if I need to pull some shadows, some more green to try and make this a little more on the lime side, I figured I could pull from here. And then this also has purples in it. And then I've got, like for yellow, the Hey Honey palette from ColourPop, the Smoke Show. I think it's called Blowing Smoke now. I'm going to use the white, maybe some of the grays to contour. And then for my eyes, I'm going to use the It's My Pleasure palette. We're going to do some purple. So this is probably going to be a long video. I'm going to apologize, and then I'll try and bring that farther down my neck later on, but I think that set it. Doesn't feel wet. I went in with a brush and a sponge. I'm going to do several more Halloween videos, so if you want to see the horrible process of trying to make my face, you know, all painted with this water-based paint, I'll try and do that in the next video. But let me go in with some green from the 35M, and I'm gonna see, first I'm gonna clear off some stuff. I'm gonna move the cream paint, I'm gonna move the water, sponge, move the palette. So let's see here. These are extra brushes that I don't use on the daily. I don't necessarily care. Okay, if they get like weird colors on them, but let's go in Stroke of Luck. Let's see here if I can. I don't know if that's even gonna, oh, that is lightening it up. Okay, so I'm gonna take this. And I'm gonna probably put this all over my face, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am just finishing. I am just contouring. Did some contouring on this side. I thought I was filming this whole time, and I realized I didn't have my camera on, so just trying to contour. And I'm actually just contouring pretty similar to how I normally contour my face. We want the end result to be a little more pinup-esque, but we'll see how this turns out. It may not. Like, I had a huge trouble with that green, so we'll see how this ends up looking. Okay. I am going to go in with some of this white. There's a white, I think it's called Young Love, and I'm going to go over. I took some yellow. I don't know if it recorded or not. I'll find out when I go to edit this, but I took yellow and kind of highlighted a little bit, and I'm going to go back over some of that now with the white eyeshadow. And this is just a stark matte white. Yeah, it's one of those, I thought I was recording and then I realized it wasn't, so I don't know how much got and didn't, so just kind of going back over where I put some of the yellow. And I just put the yellow kind of where I knew I was going to highlight anyway, and it having that yellow will give it some dimension too, but going back over with the white will help brighten it up more still. I do like having the different shades of green because I don't want it to just be flat. At the same time, I want it to be a little bit more like realistic because, yeah, Frankenstein is, you know, body parts, so we'll stay with that. Okay, And then I could probably come in, there is a black, it's called Let's Do It, just one little dab here. Come in. Just to give it a little bit more depth in a couple of spots. I didn't want to go straight in with the black. I figured I'd go in with the gray and then I could build it up a little bit, so that's better. Just a little bit here and here in the temples. Okay. For eyeshadow, we're gonna go in, and if I decide I need more yellow, I pulled out the Hey Honey, but I'm gonna use the It's My Pleasure from ColourPop. This has some pretty purples in it. I will prime my lid. I'm going to use my MAC paint pot. I tried to get as close as I could around my eye with the green without, getting it in my eye. But I knew I was going to put some eyeshadow on, so. Oh, I'm making a mess. Getting primer below my eye, but that's all right. I'm gonna smoke it out, so hopefully I'll be able to fix that. Making a mess. That's like stuck there. Okay. And I will do my eyebrows in a minute after we do some eyeshadow. Let's go in, and I can use my regular brushes for this. I'm going to take Fan Fiction, this purple right here, and we'll go in with that first. Probably have powder all over my shirt. I was going to leave my regular t-shirt on, and then I thought, how am I going to change shirts with green all over my face? Then I'm going to take Sleeper. We're starting to get into plummy territory. Okay, and then I'm gonna try some of Chiclet. It's a little bit shimmery, but I honestly don't care if this is an all shimmery eye look. It's more of a royal purple. I don't know how it's gonna stick, but going back in. That first shade. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of the black that's in the Smoke palette. Try and deepen up that outer corner a little bit. Okay, and then we'll go back in with that fan fiction shade. I'm going to take this Bordeaux shade on my finger and I'm going to try and put that on the lid. That's pretty. Okay, we'll take a little bit of Bare Minimum, the edge here. I feel like all of the pans in my little 9-pan palettes are like on the verge of like falling out. I think they're magnetized in there, so I think it would be, but I feel like I'm like constantly pushing the pans back in on those. I don't know if anybody else's are like that, but okay. And then to highlight the brow bone, I'm probably gonna have to come into the Morphe palette and do like a shimmery green of some sort. Let's take, what are you? Bold Moves. It's a shimmery green, just because I feel like otherwise it's gonna, if I use like what I would normally use for a brow bone highlight, it's gonna look odd because it's gonna be like a cream color. So I feel like I need a shimmer, a green shimmer. And I'll go in with the shadow and try and blend that up. Okay, let's do lower lash line while we're in here, and I'm just gonna get a chubby brush, and there's a purple shade in the Morphe palette, Grape Expectations. And there's another purple right above it that I'm just going underneath. And I'm gonna put a pencil in my waterline too. I'll just do that later. So same thing on this side. And then there's a really pretty purple in the ColourPop palette that we'll use to do inner corner, I think. There's like a shimmery black in this Morphe palette. I'm gonna see if that's got a little more impact than that ColourPop one did. They're probably about the same, but just taking that pretty far down. Okay, and then yeah, for inner corner, let's go into Earthshine. Yeah, I think that's pretty. I do have a little bit of fallout, but it's not bad. Use the fluffy brush that I used earlier. And then for under the waterline, this is a LA Girl liner. It's a green if it'll show up. The other option, I do have a purple. Doesn't seem like that green wants to show up. I haven't used that green one yet, and my eyes are running a little bit, so that doesn't help. So I just did the purple, so that'll be fine. Okay. I am gonna try and do my eyebrows off camera, and then we'll come back and I'll start doing like stitching and stuff. Okay, so we got eyebrows on. I just used one of the Urban Decay 24/7. This is the black, just a black. And then I took the matte black that was in this Morphe palette and then just went over it. And I pretty much, like, this is the shape that I normally, when I overdraw my eyebrows, that I do. So that wasn't anything drastic. Okay, so we've got a brown liner. So I'm going to use a brown liner, a black liner, and a white liner to give some definition. And then I have a liquid liner too that I may use to do the like the actual stitch. But the line part, I'm going to go in with the brown. This is a, what is this? Tristique. I think it came in a subscription box. I swear I had another brown liner, and I think I maybe got rid of it because it was old. So let's see. I haven't really planned out stitches. So I just want a thick brown line, and then we'll go in with a little bit black, and we'll do a little bit white, and then I'll do, I might use the liquid and do the line, but I'm hoping using the brown, the black, and the white will give the illusion of depth. maybe. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not super confident that anything is going to turn out after the time that I had with the paint, but that's what I get for not trying the palette, that paint palette out ahead of time. When I did my Halloween looks last year, I did dry runs on the looks. I just went in for it today, so that's kind of what I get for not trying it ahead of time. So this is not necessarily a tutorial as it is a trial and error. Do I want to do any more? Maybe I'll do a small one. Like I said, I didn't really plan the stitching out that well. Okay, so we got kind of chubby brown lines. Okay, and now my nose is running a little bit. If you've watched my videos before, you know that my nose runs. I'm honestly surprised, and now I have dog hair, that I made it, and I can touch the green up. I can go in with some eyeshadow. Honestly surprised that I made it that long, but okay, so let's go in with the black. Is that one? I tried to sharpen this one. Let me see if this one's sharpened more. It is, so I'm gonna go in with this one instead. This was the same, it's the same pencil. It's an Urban Decay 24/7. This one just has a black bottom and this is a silver bottom. So I think this is an older version of this, but it's the same. This one, it just has a better point on it. So I'm just going on the outside edge, would be the top of that brown line. So I'm going to do that on all of them. Trying to draw as straight of a line and do the bottom of this one, and I guess the bottom of this one. Okay, and then I have a white. This is an LA Colors. I also have a white ColourPop one. This one's not as creamy. The ColourPop one is super creamy. This is a little bit stiffer of a formula, which is why I picked this one. Yeah, the ColourPop one is super soft, which is nice sometimes, but not all the time. So I'm just the opposite side. Side that doesn't have the black. Drag upward, that'll be better. Okay. We're just shading. Anything on this side? Gonna do a little bit of the brown up there, but that's all right. So we've kind of shaded the lines. Okay, and then got a liquid. This is from the Balm. What is it called? Schwing. Okay, making sure. And I do have a liquid white liner that I'll go back and shade the stitching a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm not talking. I'm drawing stitches. Concentration here. I bought this liner last year, at some point, or maybe in January, because I wanted to try and do that bat wing liner. And it looked like it was easier to do with this type of like fluid liner. But I haven't tried that yet. That will be coming. Once I do the stitches, I am going to use like blush and highlighter. At least the black part. This is actually coming together a little bit. Hopefully I haven't spoken too soon. Still praying I can salvage this. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna do blush and highlighter still. Okay. The white, hopefully it's still good. I haven't used it. It is from Pure. And it is from the Grinch collection, so it's got shimmer in it, I think, but that shouldn't matter. We're gonna try it. As I drop it on the floor. Okay, let me do blush and highlight, and then we'll highlight the stitches. Oh, hopefully that's still good. For blush, I was gonna mix, I have the KVD in Rosebud. It's a little bit of a mauve-y color, and then a little bit of Lover Beams from Medusa's Makeup, just because it's shimmery. So yeah, this is like a pretty mauve-y color. I was gonna do like normal blush and highlight with this. As normal as I can get it to adhere. This is a female version. So we want her to look pretty-ish. As pretty as somebody with a green face can look. So we're gonna blush up the chin a little bit. I did a little bit on the nose, and then we'll take, hopefully that's dry, it should be, a little blush on the temples. Seems like it's a little patchy, but I have face paint on, so. Remember, does this have a sifter in it? Okay. Let me pull out of the lid. And this is a really like pretty. Ooh, that was a lot. Okay. I'll blend that up. Don't worry. I'm not gonna leave it like that. That was more than what I wipe that off. There we go. This is a loose, obviously a loose blush, so, and there's gold in it. It's like clinging right there. I don't know why. Probably more face paint on that one spot. My dogs are snoring, so if you hear them, I apologize. Okay, so we've got normal-ish blush happening. And then for highlight, I had two thoughts. I have Laser Glazer from Kaleidos, which is a gold, like, greeny shift. I was going to do that here. And then I also have the KVD the holographic, the Alchemist palette. There's a really pretty purple in there. So I was going to go in with a little bit of the green. Normally I can't go in super heavy with this because it's too dark, but I figured with the green face paint, I could probably go in a little bit heavier and it would like match my skin tone, because I'm green. Okay, so I was gonna do a little bit of the purple, like to accent around the top, I think. Why not? It's a pretty. Oh, see, then we got a little bit purple shift in there too with the green. That's pretty. Okay, so that's good for highlight. Let's try, and we'll pray. I'm gonna try and highlight. So I'm gonna go on top of each line here, and I'm just gonna steady my elbow over here. Okay, that doesn't look that bad. Thank goodness. This is not as good of a formula as the balm one. And it does not bother me at all that it's a little shimmery either, because it kind of works with this. This was part of their Grinch collection that they did. That's how long I've had these. I kept them because there's like a red and kind of a tealy. It's supposed to be green, but it looks turquoise. And in a black. I think the green and the white one were shimmery. I think the red one's matte. But it's coming in handy for this. So that's why I kept it. I'm not one to use these, especially this formula. But we've got highlighted stitches, so I'm not mad at it. Okay, and I'm going to go back in with the gray and some sort of a skinny, maybe the end of this one. Wipe the purple, and I'm gonna try and like where the white is, just do a little more shading. Yeah, I'm just taking that where right next to where the white is, and that's not a necessarily necessary step, but we're just shading a little bit more. Okay. That's probably good. All right. Leave it alone before I mess it up. Okay. I'm going to put eyeliner on my eyes and lashes, and then I'll be back. Okay. So I did liner. I just used the balm, and then I just used the Urban Decay to line my lips. I have the magnetic liner drying, and then I'll pop my lashes on at the end. But I'm going to use, this is Wet n Wild's Shady Witch. It's like a shimmery black. And then I'm also going to use my Ciate London Glitter Flip in Fortune. So we're going to use those two. I did a normal to pastel gloss video, and I had the only other black liquid lipstick that I owned was sugar pill one from their Halloween collection, the Trick color, and it's not a fun lipstick to work with, so I ended up, I found this one on Poshmark. I got an orange, an olive green, and this color. This one and the green one I think are from their Halloween collection last year. They were brand new. They had never been opened. They were still sealed, so. I didn't want to spend a ton on black because it's not a color I wear often. I do use it in videos, but okay. Okay, we're gonna let that dry. I'm gonna stick my glasses on. I'm gonna stick my lashes on, and then we'll come back and I'll do the glitter in the center. This has to dry down first, so I'll be right back. And I'll put my wig on while I'm out, and then we'll come back and hopefully this will look a little bit better than when we started. Okay, so this is the finished look. Obviously, I would need to take the green down my neck a little bit more, and then if I was gonna go to a party, like, I would take it down, and then I would do my hands and arms, but for the sake of the video. And then I put little bows. I got a purple and a sparkly one. So yeah, let me know. I think it definitely looks better. This lash doesn't want to stick on. I think the magnet on this side is a little wonky. Definitely looks better with the lashes. I think the tone of the green could be better, but I don't think it's bad considering the time that I had with the green. So I definitely don't think it's the worst thing in the world. Like I said, I like the stitching and all of that. So you'll have to let me know how you think this turned out. Like I said, I don't think this is the worst thing in the world, but I think like the tone of the green could be improved upon, but you gotta work with what you got. So this was a learning experience. Thank you guys so much. Definitely make sure you are subscribed because I have several, 1, 2, 3, 4 more at least planned. And yeah, that's all I have for you today. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you thought of the finished product. And hopefully I will see you in another video very soon. Bye.